What's up, First Officers? Dragon here, ACS TV, Sniper Ops USA, Arkansas Combat Simulations. Sponsored by Longbow BBs. I ain't got the BBs sitting here again. I just went to sleep, woke up. This was on my mind since last night to hurry up and get this video posted up and done so that way the intel gets passed around. Alright, trying to keep this short as possible too. I don't want another 15-minute explanation going on. But there's already inside Sniper Ops, I already had a Phase 1 and Phase 2 system. I don't talk about Phase 2 very much because Phase 2 has to be dependent on Phase 1, right? Phase 1 is what I've been posting about, is what I've been talking about, is the thing that we'll be doing. It is the bread and butter, the stuff that's going to happen all year long, all the time. Type of play where everybody can be involved, or I say everybody that wants to be involved and fits within the criteria of a form of sniping type of operative playing in the game system. Phase 2 is a more challenging multi-day hardcore type of event, and it will be for the players that have been in Phase 1, that have showcased, they got the proper mindset, the proper skill sets, and the desire to make the tremendous leap into the Phase 2 hardcore extremist type of sport that Phase 1 just really can't ever touch, because Phase 1 plays is just like day-long game plays for the most part. They are challenging and fun. Phase 2 takes it a step further and adds in massive amount of area, massive amount of time. Operatives, can possibly be out by themselves in the woods after dark. So there's a lot that I gotta watch for and see, and players gotta want to do it and want to participate in something like that in order to do it. And I don't expect there to ever be very many Phase 2 players. That would amaze me if we get up to 10. I mean, really, it would. But inside the Phase 1, which everybody does. Now, I don't talk about Phase 2 that much because it's not important right now. I got to get Phase 1 going and rolling before Phase 2 can even be really mentioned too often much. But Phase 1 players, the Phase 1 aspects, we're going to divide it into Alpha and Beta. This is based on the decision to include DMR, but I don't want to include DMRs full-time all the time, and that's to kind of have two different systems so everybody's happy. That way, Alpha Phase will be your bolt action only play, the level playing field, nothing's changed type of play. For those that want the more purist aspects. I was actually surprised to get a couple votes on purist. Yeah, this is like the first to me, besides me. And I actually thought I was probably the only person that really wanted that aspect in that. So got a couple votes in there. I am a little disheartened about very light voting. I do appreciate the input that the guys that did vote, gave, and I'm glad Bob responded. He's the one that kind of come up with this compromising idea of breaking up the Sniper Ops play into two different segments to make everybody happy. It's a good compromise. I like it. Phase 2 or Phase 1 Beta play with DMR use. Now I haven't hammered out all the details with that. I got to really roll this around my head and think about it, but I do know that so far DMR use will be by approved device only. DMRs will shoot at DMR velocities, which would be, I think, is 450 FPS measured on a 420, and have a distance minimum engagement based off their joules. Still yet after that, they don't get the full bolt action power aspects, and there will be they have to be locked to semi-auto, specifically, no possible way of full auto, and they will. Oh crap! I forgot. See, I should write this stuff down. Let's see here. DMR velocities, no full auto. There will be a heavy magazine and ammo restriction on those devices. And what that is for is to curb the amount of BB spam that can be done. Now, I know that just off base that it's not going to solve every little situation on an aspect, and I'm hoping that it curbs the spamming usage a great deal. I don't really know if that's going to be a problem or not, because the way Sniper Ops is designed and done, it's not a heavy firepower BB flinging fest anyways. But this is just kind of covering all grounds there. Now, I haven't decided yet on the beta play if DMRs have to be like a certain model or anything. I'm gonna take a look around. I've been out of the DMR and AEG scene for a while, so I don't even know what's out there anymore, really on the market for any of this. I know the kind of the classic go-tos that guys go to or use, but I'm gonna have to look things up and kind of make a decision on like what can be allowed and what not can be allowed, and things like that. But at the same time, I don't want to open up like a total can of worms on there, so I am keeping it, a alpha stage and a beta stage. Now, inside the beta stage, bolt action players, definitely can play. I encourage that. Even inside the guys that bring DMR, I will be like, hey guys, I really wish that y'all get a bolt action and try it this way, because the dynamics are different. The dynamics are important. The purists definitely have hammered home on this. It's a levelized playing field. It's not a contest of BB flinging or firepower. It is definitely a levelized playing field, and I really like that they've picked up on that and envision it and actually want it themselves. That was, like I said, amazing to me. Thank you guys. But I don't want to exclude players, because I want players to get in here, see the system, and be like, oh, well, now I see why you were saying that, the bolt actions work better, or that, or why that you were saying what you were saying. And yeah, that seems like a lot of fun, because I can tell you up front that I don't care if you're the best player in the world, have all the bushcraft knowledge in the entire world or whatever, if you don't play with a bolt action, in a phase 1 or alpha phase 1, you won't ever be able to participate in the phase 2. The phase 2 will always be bolt action only. I can't work the dynamics out to make that extended gameplay a super duper challenge with the semi-auto capabilities. Now, we're talking about semi-auto, and this video is running on way longer than what I wanted. But talking about semi-auto, yes, sidearms do have a semi-auto capability, but you're not. Sidearms have a limited magazine capacity. You can only carry so much in Sniper Ops as it is, and they don't really range as far as, for the most part, they don't range as far. Most of them don't, anyways. Range as far as a full-blown DMR would. Now, the exception to that would probably be a Tokyo Marine MK23. With the right upgrades, can lift a .40 280 feet. Those little devices are amazing. Those little hand cannons, the big old USPs with a silencer on them. Yeah, they are amazing devices. The guys in the UK, some of them just use their MK23. They don't even use the bolt action they bring. And they are a semi-auto device that could be used technically as a DMR in that sense, but they also lack, the optics and the ease of bracing use, stabilization and things. So there are differences there, and for the most part, especially with the way I do the sidearm use, having to be, roughly around CQB power, so it's safe for up close engagements. Yeah, most of them aren't going to range that far to begin with. So yes, there is a semi-auto aspect already that could be spammed, but it is not quite the same animal. You know, it just kind of hard to explain it, I guess. And like I said, a lot of this is hard to explain, and I want you guys to really hone in on this. That my words do not do this game justice. It doesn't do the play justice whatsoever. I mean, being on the ground, the boots in there is that's the thing that's going to sell it for you. Everybody wins. There are no losers in sniper ops. As a matter of fact, I kind of have a philosophy of if you even just got the guts to show up to play this specialized form of play or whatever, you're automatically a winner in my book, because it takes a lot to step outside the box. I promise you, I've been there. It takes a lot to step outside the norm and discover something new. It takes a lot to give something effort. And everybody that puts in something takes out something. Even if you come in last place, you're not really a loser in sniper ops, because you're going to learn stuff. And you're going to learn a lot. And the next time that you play, you're going to think about them things, and you'll most likely do a whole lot better. You know, it's everybody earns everything in sniper ops. They earn their passes, they earn their fails. It's all earned. It's nothing's given. And there's a microscopic measure of amount of luck or chaos that can be, tossed in there too. So, somebody might get lucky. Okay, somebody might have bad luck that day. Those factors are in there, so you never really know, and you can't measure. Everybody, the guys that do the top scoring, though, they do get that bragging rights. They do get that coveted, position. And be able to say, yeah, I won, but it's like more of a sportsman, like everybody's looking at it like in a good way, not to give somebody a swelled head type of thing. It's more of a sportsman-like honor to actually pull off the win than it is to be, second place or down the line. It's there is an honor to it. There is and everybody will respect it because it has been earned. No doubt about it. Well, anyways, that's all I got to say on here. This video ran on way longer than what I wanted, and just kind of wanted to go over that little aspect and what direction I'm going to go in. I'll try to hammer out the details and get that up before this game on the 2nd. All right, so catch y'all later.